Okay, guys, welcome to our webinar for this evening. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join me tonight. It will be worth your time and hopefully help you feel more successful with using your oils and incorporating them into your life. So you have oils, now what are those next steps? And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. My name is Nicole Vincent. I am a Diamond with doTERRA, which basically means I've helped a lot of people, and I've been doing this for a while. So I've been sharing and using essential oils for about 4 years now. I am a holistic health coach as well. This is my beautiful family, and I have 4 kids. We live down in the Houston area in Texas, and I absolutely love what I do. And I love sharing these oils because they have made such a difference in my life and my family's life that I feel very strongly that other people need to know that there's an option and need to feel the empowered feeling that I feel with having these oils and products in my home. So let's go through tonight. Go ahead, you can take notes, you can take pictures of the screen. If you're on your phone, you can take, screenshots. This will be recorded and uploaded in my personal Facebook group called Essential Oilers. And anyone, even if they're not on my team, are welcome to join that group. You just need to make sure that either have a friend that's already in the group add you, or you can send me a friend request on Facebook and send me a message, and I'm happy to get you added so you can view the recording of this webinar if you'd like to view it later. So essential steps for oil success. The first rule, and I think this is the most important rule, is the only way to use these essential oils wrong is to leave the cap on. So don't be scared that you're going to do it wrong. Don't be scared. Don't let fear immobilize you. You can experiment with these oils. There is not a one right way to do it. So really, the only way to get it wrong is to leave the cap on, because they can't help you if the cap is still on. But as long as you take that cap off, you're going to get some benefits. So let's talk a few tools and resources. The first thing is you want to make sure you have a really good reference book that you like, or a reference app. There are some great resources out there. Because of FDA regulations, I cannot give specific titles in this broadcast, but if you stay on for those that are live with me, I will share with that at the end of our recording. But there are definitely some really great essential oil usage reference books out there available at different online stores, and those can really help you feel more successful and know what oils to use to support the body in different ways. And there's also a really great app that I like. It is from, and I can tell you the specific app at the end of the broadcast, but gotta love those FDA regulations. But there's a really great app that you can use, and you have those recommendations at your fingertips at all times, and you never are guessing what oil should I use for what, to support my body in different ways. Glassware. Hopefully at your first class or presentation, you learned that with essential oils, you want to use glass. Several of them, and mainly citrus oils and some of our other hot oils, can erode plastic. And so we don't want to be necessarily mixing oils with plastic. So having some awesome glassware is a great and essential tool to be able to mix your oils, to get them out of their containers. The little bitty bottle in the middle, I love to have that. I was going to see if I have my purse here with me, but I don't. But you can take those small little bottles and you can keep them in your purse or a keychain in order to have your oils with you at all times, so you're not lugging around your big old bottles. And not that they're that big, but if you're like me and you like several oils with you at all times, it can get a little heavy as you're lugging the bigger bottles around. But those little bottles make it a lot easier. You can get a small container. doTERRA offers really cute little keychains that fit 8 of those little vials, and you can put your favorite oils in them, and that way you have them with you at all times. I love to make different mixes and sprays in these cute blue spray bottles. The dropper top is great for thicker oils such as vetiver or sandalwood or myrrh. And you can it really makes it easier. You can get roller bottles as well to make little blends of your own, or to dilute for children or those with sensitive skin. So having glassware is important as well. And there's a lot of different resources for that glassware as well. So just go on there, go on our friend Google and find you some glassware. Diffusers, we're going to talk about this more in detail in just a minute, but having a diffuser, guys, is essential for oil success. it really makes it a lot easier and effective when you have a diffuser. So keep that in mind. So as we have the right tools, we need to have the right places to go, right? So doTERRA has a plethora of information out there. doTERRAuniversity.com is a great place to start. They have a section for brand new people that you can go through different modules and videos, helping you understand about your oils, why they're so fabulous, and different ideas on using them. There's also a new app which is just out. It's called the Daily Drop app, and it is from doTERRA, and it's a free app that you can add to your phone or tablet. And you can, or if you're not using a smartphone, you can go to, I believe it's doTERRA. Hold on, I'm going to use my friend Google real quick so I can get you the right link, because I want you guys to have that, because it's a brand new thing. doTERRA Daily Drop. Okay, so you can go to, trying to find the direct link for you guys. Maybe. So if you go to doTERRAuniversity.com, it's on there somewhere. I believe it's going to be one of the top links on doTERRAuniversity.com. So sorry about that. But download that app, and it will give you daily videos. They're short little 1 to 2 minute videos that will give you ideas on how to use your oils. It's a great little app. The doTERRA blog is full of awesome do-it-yourself recipes if you're a crafter and you love to make things. And doTERRA Every Day is kind of a good one-stop shop to get ideas, see what promotions are going on, and it links you to all these other sites as well. doTERRA has an official YouTube channel. Just search doTERRA Corp, and you can see lots of videos, how we source different oils, ideas using oils with kids, things like that. So I love their YouTube channel, and Facebook has lots of great resources, and Instagram as well. Aromatic Science and doTERRA Science Blog are two science-based resources that will help you understand the science behind these oils. And my Essential Oiler Facebook group, you can ask to be added, just like I mentioned earlier. Ask a friend that might already be in the group, or you can friend me on Facebook and just send me a message saying, I'd like to be added to your oiler group, and I'll be happy to get you added. And that's just a resource. And if you're not on my personal team, your team probably has a Facebook group for users too, where you can go on and you can ask questions, you can see recipes, you can get ideas, and see how other people are using their oils, and help you kind of get used to using those oils. So how do we actually use them? So number one, there's not a magic bullet, guys. These are just beautiful gifts from nature, and they are there to support our body. They are tools. They are not magical, mystical things. So don't expect to use 1 drop of oil and you're going to be a magical, fabulous princess like in 2 seconds. Like, it doesn't work like that. So be patient with your oils and have realistic expectations. Yes, sometimes we hear miraculous stories, and sometimes they do happen. But in most cases, it's regular use, it's consistent use that yields good results of supporting the body. So we've got to look at this wellness pyramid, guys. So this is the doTERRA wellness pyramid. And when I first saw this, it was very eye-opening to me, because I was always kind of in victim mode a little bit, and I didn't even realize it. But I felt like I was at the mercy of doctors. Like, hey, I'm going to live my life however I want. And then when my body breaks down, I'm going to go to the doctor, and he's going to give me some medication or a shot or something, and I'm going to magically be better. And that was the extent of what I wanted to understand at that point in my life, about five or 6 years ago. And I wasn't a stupid person. I'm a very smart person, but I didn't really look at the big picture, right? And this is, for me, this is the big picture. So guys, the foundation is a healthy diet. If we are giving our bodies constant junk fuel, it's going to yield junk. It's not magical. Like, I guess I had this naive understanding, or maybe this hopeful understanding, that, hey, I can eat all these quarter pounders with cheese and chug them down with Dr. Pepper, and magically it's going to turn into like a fabulous salad in my stomach. It doesn't do that. So if you are looking for different support from these essential oils, that's awesome. It's an awesome step. But if you don't change other areas of your life, they can only do so much. So keep that in mind. So that foundation is eating right. The next is exercise, getting out there, being physically active. That doesn't mean you're pumping iron or going to a Zumba class, but it means that you're moving around. You're not sitting on your tukish all day in front of your computer. Resting and manage stress, guys. Sleep is huge, and getting good quality sleep is important. And managing your stress is so important because that plays a very, very big toll on our body. And in that area, I would include, processing and handling emotions as well, because that has a really big impact. I actually teach an entire class on the impact of emotions on our physical health. And how you can use essential oils to help manage that. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you get into my essential oiler group. Reducing our toxic load. So getting those chemicals and toxins out of our environment. Not only are they in our environment, the air we breathe, they're in products we use on our skin and our hair. They're in processed foods that we consume. They're in natural foods that we consume. Non-organic produce and things like that have chemicals on them. And so these chemicals can be everywhere, and our body can handle an amount of toxic load, but when it's inundated from every direction, it gets to a point that it kind of has to wave the white flag and surrender and just bleh. So and then the informed self-care. This is where essential oils come in, guys. This is where you're seeing that the body needs a little extra support, or you want to be proactive and you want to make sure that, hey, I want to make sure my immune system gets supported, so that I can be in a preventative mode. And so that's where essential oils can come in. That's what you can do on your own. And for me, this step didn't even exist. I didn't really know that there were things that I could do with natural things that could benefit my health. And then proactive medical care, guys, I am not anti-doctor and I'm not anti-medication. I am so, so, so thankful for the medical field. And I will take my children to the doctor, but I'm going to try natural options first. I'm going to be proactive in my lifestyle to prevent and minimize that need, right? So it's not as often. So it definitely has a place in my plan and in my family's plan, but it's not the first resort anymore. It's not my only option anymore. And so, guys, just keep that in mind as you're using these oils in your life. So there's 3 ways to use oils that I'm sure you've learned. The first one is aromatically. And let's talk about diffusers, because diffusers, guys, I know they're an investment, but they are worth every penny. And I will tell you, I have tried a lot of different diffusers, and doTERRA diffusers seriously are the best. And with diffusers, guys, you are going to get what you pay for. So if you find a cheap $25 diffuser, great, but you're going to get a $25 diffuser, okay? They're not going to get the mist is fine. They're not going to last as long. So just keep that in mind, okay? I really feel that doTERRA diffusers are above and beyond the best. So the first one here on the left is the Lotus diffuser. And this is what I keep on my desk. I'll show you right here. You guys see that? So it's very small. See, the base is smaller than my palm. I really like this one for my desk because it doesn't take up very much space. It can run up to 3 hours, and it covers probably about 300 square feet. And it's just really sleek, and the light, you can turn it on or off. And it's just a great diffuser. This is a water-based diffuser where you put water in and then you add the oils. And when you're adding oils to the diffuser, you typically are going to put a total of between 5 to 7 drops of essential oils. So if you're wanting to put in a couple different kinds of oils, you can do that, but don't exceed about 7 drops, because once you do that, you're just kind of wasting your oil. More is not always more in the case of essential oils. So I like the Lotus. I like it for its very sleek, small footprint. The Petal is another great diffuser. It is a little bit bigger, and I don't think I have one in my office, but it's about the size of a cereal bowl. And the Petal diffuser is a water-based diffuser as well, and it runs up to 4 hours and covers about 300 to 350 square feet. And that is a great diffuser. It comes with our Home Essentials kit, and the top will light up, but you can turn that light off as well. And then the Aroma Light is our last water-based diffuser. I'm going to grab mine real quick. This is my personal favorite diffuser. You can see it's nice. There's my hand. It's nice and small, and so it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's rectangular. It's not the prettiest one, but it's not ugly either. It lights up purple, which I do like. But the top comes off, and you just take the second top off. You put your waters in. You put your water in, and then you put your oils. And this one can run up to 8 hours and covers about 750 square feet. So the Aromalight is a really good option if you're wanting to either diffuse overnight or if you're wanting to cover a larger area. So those are our 3 water-based diffusers. The last 2 diffusers on the page here are the Aroma Ace and the Cloud. These are nebulizing diffusers. This means that the oil bottle hooks directly, and I'm going to grab my Cloud real quick. So the bottle, sorry about that, I should have been prepared. So the bottle, you can see, hooks straight up into the diffuser. This little thing comes out, and then that way you can diffuse. If maybe you're a scent junkie and you're trying to maybe get away from artificial scents in your home, but you really need a strong scent, I would recommend the Cloud. This puts out the most scent and you really smell it. I will tell you though, it does go through oils quite a bit faster, but it's not bad at all. The nebulizing diffusers are great because, again, you're just hooking the oil straight up. You're not having to deal with water. It gets into a super, super fine mist, and which makes it really easy to breathe and really effective. They are loud, though. So you see all these knobs? These are little options to see like how much oil is being put into the air, how long you're having it run, and how long it is off and on. So it comes on and off. It'll go on for a minute and then off for 5 minutes. And it goes, so you have like this hum. So this is not my favorite one to sleep with in the room because of that intermittent humming. If it was a constant humming, I would be okay with that, but because I do like my white noise. But it is a little bit louder. I do like this. This is my favorite one for the entryway. I'm actually not using it right now because my boxer puppy chewed through the cord. Thank you, boxer puppy. But this is it's a great one if you really like that scent. The Ace is very similar. I find that the Ace goes through it a little bit quicker than the Cloud on the amount of essential oil, but those are 2 different options, and they cover quite a few square feet. I think the Ace is up to 1,000 square feet. So those are your diffusers. Figure out which one fits your needs best and invest in it, guys. It's so worth it. So the Petal starts at $47, and I think the Aroma Ace is the most expensive one, and that one is around $110 or $120. And then the Lotus, Aroma Light, and the iCloud are all the same price. They're all $89.95 or about $90. Okay, here are some great diffuser recipes, guys. This is so fun to experiment with, and that's a lot of patchouli. Wow. Okay, I probably wouldn't put that much patchouli. Patchouli is a really strong scent. I just read that recipe. But if you go on doTERRA.com and then you go to our company and then go to social media, they have an entire page. Or you can go right to my website, NicoleRVincent.com, and go to essential oils. And I have tons of these diffuser recipes there for you to experiment with. Here, let me type the address in the box. In the chat box, you guys can copy and paste that. But if you go to my website and go to essential oils, I have all of these diffuser recipes, plus like so many diffuser recipes. It is so fun to experiment with and see what scents you like the best, and figure out what you're in the mood for, because it can change. And I love playing around with my diffuser recipes. With the aromatic use, don't forget, guys, you can just put a drop on your hand, rub your hands together, and cup it over your nose and mouth. But when you're diffusing, it makes it so much easier that you're not even having to think about it. Anybody that's in the house that has to breathe is getting a benefit. So that's why I love diffusing, because when I started oils, my only son, but he was probably about 5 at the time, did not like me to get oils on him, but he needed them the most for mood management. And I was able to put oils in the diffuser, and he was able to get those benefits without having to wrestle him to get oils on his feet. And diffusing also helps purify the air of different things that might be floating around that we don't necessarily want to pick up. So I love diffusing. So let's talk about topical use. Topical means we're putting it on our skin. So we're going to put it where we need support. You can apply as often as needed. Remember, essential oils are there as a support. They are natural, so you can use them as often as you need to. That could be every 15 minutes. If needed, it could be every 2 hours or every day, like once a day. It totally is up to you and what kind of support your body needs. I like to use a carrier oil. I'm trying to look at my carrier oil is not here. I usually have it on my desk. But I love to use a carrier oil. My preferred carrier oil is fractionated coconut oil, and that actually increases effectiveness. And so even if you don't have sensitive skin, you definitely want to dilute, and we'll talk about that a little bit in just a few minutes. You definitely want to dilute for children or for those with sensitive skin. But for me, I don't necessarily need to dilute most of my oils. There's some that I always dilute, like cinnamon or oregano. But diluting them using a carrier oil actually slows down that flash rate. So when we put oils, they're volatile aromatic compounds, remember? So if we put it on our skin, there's a flash, there's an evaporation that happens off our skin, and the carrier oil actually reduces that and allows more to actually get absorbed into the body. And it kind of is like a natural time release. So it kind of slows down and allows that oil to kind of be absorbed in a little bit more gradual manner. And when in doubt, guys, put oils on the feet. If you're not sure what you should do because you're feeling some tension in your head, then usually you want to put it on your head, the back of your neck. Those are great places to apply your oils when you have some head tension, head and neck tension. But if you can't remember where to put it on the bottoms of the feet. That's kind of my default. I don't want to think about it. I'm putting the oils down there. We use the feet so much. Feet and hands, they both have reflex points that can be very effective if you're going to be targeting. Maybe you're wanting to help support healthy blood sugar levels. Well, that would be your pancreas. And so you can find your pancreas on a reflexology chart and apply maybe an oil like Slim and Sassy or cinnamon that can help support healthy blood sugar levels over that pancreas area, so you're not having to try and figure out on your torso where your pancreas is. Isn't that cool? Okay, so diluting appropriately, that's what I had mentioned just a second ago. I like to use the fractionated coconut oil. You can also use our natural hand and body lotion, which I absolutely love. It is unscented, so you can easily mix it with different oils of your choosing. When you're going to be seeing oils, if you're going to doTERRA.com, under our company and in PowerPoints, there are pictures for each oil with suggestions on how to use them. Isn't that neat? And it's going to have these little N, S, or D symbols on there. So if you see the N, that means you can apply it neat. In the essential oil world, neat means undiluted. If you see S, you want to dilute for young or sensitive skin. So I would say the majority oils are going to fall in that S category. So you definitely want to test them out before you slather someone all up with oil. You want to test it, of course. The inside of the arm is a good place to test to see if there's going to be a sensitivity. And then there are some oils, like I said, cinnamon and oregano, that you always want to dilute, no matter who you're applying on. So keep that in mind, and these are two different methods to get them on you. And then, so mild oils like lavender, frankincense, you can apply 1 drop of coconut oil or 1 drop of the lotion with 1 drop of the essential oil. If you're going to have, higher cause for sensitivity issues, then 1 drop of essential oil to 2 drops of the coconut oil or the hand lotion. And then the hotter oils are going to be a 1-to-3 ratio or higher, depending on the age and the area that you're going to be applying. So when in doubt, dilute. You can't go wrong diluting. You can always add a little bit more. And if you ever get an oil on your skin that is causing some discomfort, just grab your fractionated coconut oil, your hand lotion, or even if you have just some kind of vegetable oil like olive oil or canola oil or something in your kitchen, grab that and put that on. That's going to be a lot more soothing than putting it under water, because water and oil don't mix, and it's going to actually increase that discomfort. So keep that in mind, because it's going to happen at some point. You're going to forget to wash your hands after applying peppermint, and then you go and you rub your eye or you rub your nose or My husband had a little toothache yesterday, and he applied some clove, on his tooth, and then got some, touched the outside of his mouth, and his poor little mouth was burning. So we were having to rub some coconut oil on his mouth. So it happens even to seasoned veteran oil users. So always have those tools handy just in case you get it in the wrong spot. So photosensitivity, this is something that we want to be aware of with our citrus oils. So citrus oils are cold pressed from the rind of the fruit, and many of our blends contain citrus oil. So there's a lot of benefit to that, but there are chemicals called curamons that actually cause photosensitivity. Do you remember when you were a kid and you would put lemon juice in your hair and then you go out in the sun and you get these nice highlights if it worked? That's the same principle. Those are the curamons. And so you could put lemon oil in your hair and it can help highlight it. But we don't want to put that on our skin and then go out into the sun because it will cause a burn. And some oils are more photosensitive than other. Bergamot is going to have the highest photosensitivity rate. So I know bergamot is one of my favorite oils. And so a lot of women like to put it right here on their chest so they can smell it because, you kind of turn your body into a diffuser. But the problem with that is that when you go out into the sun, even the next day, it can cause burning, and you can have permanent discoloration from that. I've seen a couple people that has happened to, and it takes a while for it to clear off as the skin cells regenerate. But just be mindful of the oils that do have photosensitivity properties. And you can take the ones that are marked for internal use, you can take those internally. You can put them into your diffuser without concern. Just don't put them on your skin and then go directly out into the sun. Most of them, everything except for bergamot, and then Clary Calm has bergamot in it, except for those two, about 12 hours. So if you use it the night before, you're good. With Clary Calm and bergamot, if you're using that topically, I would wait 24 hours before you go out into the sun. Especially as it's getting close to summertime, we want to be mindful of that, especially as we're going to have more skin showing. Okay, the last way to use our oils is internally. Remember, this is unique to doTERRA. So if you have oils that are non-doTERRA oils, this does not apply. Please keep that in mind. We test our oils so thoroughly that we can guarantee what is in them, and we can guarantee what's not in them, which is chemicals and pesticides and things like that that we don't want to consume. And not all oils are marked for internal use. So make sure you're checking your bottle. It'll have a supplement fact on the label. If you see a supplement label, then you know you can use that one internally. So getting a glass or a stainless steel water bottle is a great tool to have because, like I said, oils and plastic do not mix, okay? A shot glass is also a great tool because sometimes you might want to just chug it real quick to get that benefit. I love to take my little shot glass with just a little bit of water and put a drop of lavender, lemon, and peppermint in there and swish it down. I swish it around my mouth, and it really helps with seasonal threats as the seasons are changing. And then veggie caps. These are fabulous to help you take oils internally if you're really trying to maybe improve your immune system and support that immune system. Maybe you're trying to support your digestive tract. That would be a great way to take the oils internally. Now you don't have to taste them. You just get your little bottle, veggie cap thing, and you open it up, put a couple drops in, and you're good to go. And you can also, if you're a brave soul, you can just drop it directly under your tongue as well. Remember, just 1 or 2 drops. You don't need more. A day in the life of an oil user. So these are ones that I use every day. The list is a lot longer, but these are kind of my essentials that I can't live without. So balance, guys, this is one I have to have. Bottoms of my feet, morning and night. It balances. It gives you balance. That's what it does, both physically and emotionally. And so I love Balance Oil. If you haven't gotten that one yet, guys, put it on your wish list because you need balance in your life. And then our Lifelong Vitality Pack or our Daily Nutrient Pack. These are our vitamins, and they are our #1 bestseller above any oil because they work and they will make that big of a difference. So remember that wellness pyramid that I showed you at the beginning. This helps with that eat right. category to get you the essential vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids that you need into your body, and antioxidants as well, into your body to help your body function and perform properly. Then our On Guard toothpaste. Guys, this is a natural toothpaste. It is phenomenal. We love our On Guard toothpaste in my house. Mito 2 Max, because we always need extra energy, right? So this really helps support our cells and really helps them be able to perform at their peak so that you have more energy. It's stimulant free, and it is just a great natural energy and stamina complex. And then Terrazyme. This is an enzyme supplement, and a lot of our ailments and things can go back to poor digestion. And so Terrazyme is very supportive in that arena. It helps break down foods and provides the proper enzymes needed to break down those foods and helps our body use what we eat better. Okay, guys, as you get your oils, you have to have them accessible. If they're not easily and readily easy to grab, you're having to go into like a cupboard 5 rooms over, are you ever going to use them? No. It takes a while to establish a habit. It takes a while to get used to using your oils. So put your oils where you'll see them and where you will use them. There's lots of different cases. There's lots of different racks you can see behind me. You see that? That's my oil rack. I have a rack up there for my oils to sit so I can see them easily, and it puts them where they're on my mind. If they're hidden away in a cupboard, I can't see them, and I don't think of them that often. So get your oils out, find a good place for them. Even if you just get like a little shoe box or a little plastic box, have your oils where you can see them and use them. It will make it a lot easier, I promise. And then consistency and frequency are key with essential oil usage success. So using small amounts more frequently, especially if you have an environmental threat. Maybe you've got an immediate threat going on in your body. Using them once, it's going to offer some support, but your body needs more support than one punch of essential oils. So you need to be consistent and using smaller amounts more frequently. So I like to use 1 or 2 drops every 1 to 2 hours when I'm in an acute need, when there's something going on right there that I really need to support in that moment. And if it's something that I've got that's ongoing, maybe this is just an ongoing area of my body that needs support, then using it 2 or 3 times a day is going to be more effective than using it once in a blue moon. So again, not a magic bullet. They are missing. These are like missing puzzle pieces. They are tools, and so you're going to need to reintroduce those tools often as they get used up and needed, and you're needing to replenish them. So keep that in mind. 1 to 2 drops is a lot better than 5 to 6 drops, and just use them more frequently, especially if you're in that like I need it now help mode. Make sure you're prepared for the unexpected. That was actually why I bought essential oils in the first place. I didn't plan on using them on a daily basis. I just wanted to have them kind of as a backup. And quickly I figured out that they were way better used on a daily basis, and I fell in love with them. But even if you're like, my family we don't really deal with that. There's going to be a time where your family's going to deal with that, whatever that might be, fill in the blank. And it's so nice to have those oils on hand than having to freak out at 3 a.m. trying to call your friend that hooked you up with oils, or find a Facebook group that you can post and say, hey, who has this oil? I need it now. So having the oils that you need when that emergency rises is so important. I'm a huge advocate of that. That doesn't mean you have to have every oil. Thankfully, oils have very diverse chemistry and have many, many uses and many ways to support our body. But there are certain ones that I definitely would have on hand at all times, just in case there's an emergency. And I actually just taught, a couple weeks ago, I taught a webinar like this one on essential oils for emergency preparedness. So if that's something that you're interested in, again, it's in my essential oiler group, and I can hook you up with that later. So this is a list of my must-haves that I think that for me, I can't live without, or that I can't live without, or they have really diverse uses that you can use them for a lot of different things. So oils, I love those 10 oils in the Family Physician Kit, or our Home Essentials Kit, those 10 core oils, those foundational oils, I love them. I also love the Touch Kit, guys. Those are roller bottles. If you haven't seen this, these are roller bottles that are pre-diluted. It's 9 of them, and they're the 9 kind of foundational oils, and they're pre-diluted appropriately by oil or blend. So they're ready to use, like on kids. So you're not having to worry about dilution. It's already ready to go. I love that Touch Kit. The Emotional Aromatherapy Kit is phenomenal. I love it because I find myself using oils for emotional support more than anything, because our olfactory nerve, which is in our nose, has a direct link to our limbic system, which is our emotion center. And so as we are inhaling these scents and using these scents aromatically, we get emotional benefit. So that's something, I love that kit, and it is just awesome. So other oils, and I could talk about each of these oils forever, but I'm not going to do that. But basil is great for so many things. That's why it's on here. It really is kind of one of those oils that when in doubt, use basil. Helichrysum is one. It is a pricier oil, but it is an oil that for emergencies, you want to have this. If you're in the kitchen and you cut yourself, or your kid is out riding their bike and they scrape their knee, Helichrysum is just like, it stops that bleeding. It really just is, it's amazing. It's crazy to watch that one in action. Lemongrass is another one that is very multi-purpose, as is marjoram. Spearmint, I love it. Wild orange, very uplifting. Aromatouch is so good for relaxation and for occasional aches and pains and discomforts. Clary Calm, ladies, this is your keep mama happy oil and not murder people in your house oil, especially during that time of the month. It is just a beautiful, beautiful blend that can really make you not turn into a witch. And because we all have those moments, don't we? TerraShield is another one. It's a bug repellent. And this time of year, we just had a ton of rain in Houston. And so the mosquitoes are beyond ridiculous. Like, they're so bad right now. And so TerraShield, and it now comes in this nice little pump. I just keep one of these in my purse, and I can just spray this on. And literally, you can watch the bugs. Naomi's benefiting the benefits of Clary Calm now. That's awesome. Don't kill anyone. That's good. But you can spray yourself with the TerraShield, guys, and you see the mosquitoes like come, and they're like, never mind. And they like seriously do a U-turn. It's crazy. And it really works phenomenally well. Products that are a must-have in my house. The toothpaste, oh, we love it. Shampoo and conditioner, amazing. The LLV, which is our Lifelong Vitality Pack, or the Daily Nutrient Pack, those are 2 of our vitamin sets. They're the exact same, except for the Lifelong Vitality Pack has an extra supplement of antioxidants. It's called the Alpha CRS, and the Daily Nutrient Pack doesn't. So that's the only difference there. But it's so important to have that foundation, guys, because if you don't have that solid foundation, you're going to constantly be hitting potholes, right? Terrazyme, again, for your digestive health. PB Assist is for digestive health, because if your gut is not good, guys, your immune system and your entire body, your neurological system, gets totally jacked up. So you've got to have a healthy gut. DDR Prime is for your cellular health. I love DDR Prime, and it's also great for mental clarity. The Hand and Body Lotion or fractionated coconut oil for dilution. I love our Breathe or our On Guard drops. Those are great when you get the little tickles in your throat, or you wake up and your throat's just a little bit tender, or you just need some help opening up those airways. The Breathe drops are awesome, and you can actually get them for free this month with any 200 PB order, along with some other awesome goodies. And then Veggie Caps for using your oils internally. So those are kind of my must-have products. So the share program. So if you guys are brand new to doTERRA and you're interested in sharing these with your friends and family, you can actually qualify to get additional products for free. So this is a this is a great way to get more oils and products in your home if you're new. You have to be within your first 120 days of signing up with doTERRA to participate in this program. But if this is something you're interested in, you can just log in at mydoterra.com with your user ID, and then there'll be a little banner that says opt into the share program, and you just click on that and it'll give you lots of information. And as you share with your friends and family and help them get their own wholesale account, you get points where you can get free products. LRP, this is our loyalty rewards program. Oh, and I always forget that that's got a video embedded because I didn't create this PowerPoint. But our loyalty rewards program, guys, is the smartest way to get products in your hands. It is going to give you the most value with your membership. It is a monthly program, but the only minimum requirement is that you purchase something. And so you can purchase $200 of product one month, and the next month you can purchase a chapstick, and that's it. And so it's super, super flexible. You can change it every single month. And when you order through the loyalty program, it has some awesome extra goodies attached to it. So when you start with a loyalty reward program, most people are going to start at a 10% product credit back value. And every month that you are at 50 points or higher, which is around $50, then you're going to, every 3 months that happens, you're going to increase. So it's in quarters. And it goes all the way up to getting 30% back of what you're purchasing in product credits. And those product credits, guys, it's like doTERRA savings account, okay? They go into this little points bank in your back office. You can see it from your dashboard. Your account has to be older than 60 days before they show up. But you'll have this little number on there, and those points can be used to redeem for free products. The only thing you can't redeem them for are diffusers or business items. So it's a great way to get more products. And one product credit is it's pretty much like $1. And so there's not any SKU things where you need like 1,000 credits to get a $10 bottle of oil. It's a really amazing program where you get so much back when you're purchasing those things that you need anyway. And then if you're interested in doing this and sharing this with friends and family and maybe making some money on the side, or maybe even replacing an income, then you can use that to qualify you to receive commissions. And it only has to be 100 points, which is around $100. And then if you have a 125 point loyalty rewards order that processes by the 15th of the month, then you can get a free product of the month. And this month, for example, it's a 15 milliliter bottle of cedarwood. Love me some cedarwood. And then to help, if you are doing this as a business, 150 point loyalty rewards order will help you with your power of 3 bonus. So the loyalty rewards program, or LRP as you'll see it abbreviated, is seriously the best way to get your products in your hands. And you can cancel it at any time. Just make sure that you redeem your points before you cancel it, because you don't want to lose your points that you've earned. This is kind of what it will look like in the back. You have a little shopping cart, and then as the month goes by, you can just add things. You're like, oh, I saw this online. I want to order this. And then you can just add it to your shopping cart and whoops. Sorry, guys. I forgot that wasn't an actual screen. It's a picture. But if you scroll down a little bit underneath here, make sure you check this box, guys. This donates $1 you just donate $1 to our Healing Hands Foundation, which is an amazing nonprofit charity where 100% of your donation goes to help people in need. We have charities going on all over the world, Nepal and Guatemala and Haiti. And so I make sure that box is checked with every order that I place. But you can kind of create a wish list and just put what you want here in your cart and get what you need. And that way you're not having to keep track of it. It's great. And then you can, figure out what shipping options you want, and then just click save, and it's going to process on the date that you pick. So you get to pick your date, you get to pick your payment method and everything, and you're good to go. And then when you log in, guys, you're going to see this screen. Now, this is a really great screen. This little thing right here that's flipping, this area, the Slim and Sassy, this is not the current, this is an old promotion. But when you log in, you're going to see the current promotions here, and they're going to be flipping through, and that way you can always be in the know on what's going on. And then you're going to have shortcuts here to show you how to, different tips. Like right now we have a spring tour going on. So you can click on that and it's going to take you to a web page that you can look up events in your area. So really, really neat. And then right here, your scheduled LRP orders. You can click on the button and it will take you to your order where you can edit it. So really easy. And you guys, if you are kind of confused about this back office, go to doterrauniversity.com. They have a really great back office tutorial that can help you understand how to navigate the back office as well. So my name is, again, Nicole Vincent. Check my website out, NicoleRVincent.com. And again, if you're interested in seeing this or learning more, I have a lot of educational webinars that if you're new to oils, it's a great way to start learning and understanding different things, how you can use them, and different ways how the body works. And I'm happy to share that with you. And let me go ahead and stop the recording, and then I will open this up for questions.